I've generated over 300 million views and $40,000 in profit for Iman Gadzhi, Andrew Tate and Luke Belmar, all without having to invest a single penny. And in this video, I'm going to walk you guys through exactly how I did it and how you can avoid the same mistake that I did while making a fuck ton of money. So where did my journey begin? I started back in 2023. I needed the way out of school and my job, so I joined Andrew Tate's The Real World in the hopes of escaping the matrix, you know. I joined the affiliate marketing bootcamp, started learning how to edit and how to market videos. For 4 months straight, I didn't make a single penny. Like, I joined in December 2022. For like a month straight, I was learning, I guess. And then in beginning of March, I made my first ever internet money, $11.99. This was the best day of my life. Like, I remember getting this notification just before heading to bed, having to wake up in the early morning to go to my cleaning job, and seeing this was life-changing. So, long story short, these were some of the accounts that I had built up. Talisman Sensor, 200k on TikTok. This account got banned. This was the Instagram account that I had, The Real World Admin, 164k followers. I ended up with a total of about 601 referrals, totals to about 10,000 USD, all from Andrew Tate. Oh, and this was my best day in terms of sales, where I made 1.5k in a single day. Yeah, that was kind of sick at the time. Oh yeah, and one of the videos that I had made was reposted by Tate himself.
Wait for you if you went to jail for 5 years. Why are you with her? I know she's hot, I know she's funny, I know she makes you laugh. But if you can't sit in that jail cell with 100% certainty that she's not out with her friends, them in her ear, talking shit, and her ending up with some other guy, why are you even buying her dinner? For what, sex? That loyalty to me is the only thing left that's valuable.
Sadly, he did not mention my account name, so I did not get any credit for this video. But anyway, I made this edit on my phone back then. I was literally editing, grinding on my iPhone 14 Pro Max. Yeah, I used to edit on CapCut when it was free back in the day, until I could afford a MacBook. Anyway, then I actually quit being affiliate for Andrew Tate for moral reasonings. I don't want to go too deep into that, but yeah, it was a personal decision and I quit. At the same time, I was approached by Luke Belmar's team to join their operation, because back in June 2023, Luke Belmar gathered a team around of affiliates to blow his short form empire up, and I was one of the first few guys in that team. I joined around August 2023 and I quickly became top affiliate. Like, these are some of the views that I generated in a single month. Here's 50 million views, 12 million views. These were the accounts that I ran. Capital Club Info, Capital Club Info. I actually still have that account with privated videos that I want to show you guys. So this account, it started with the Luke Belmar account and then rebranded to Iman, but I'll get into those details in a bit. Just want to show you guys the privated Luke Belmar videos that I had made. Yeah, bro, made a bunch of edits for Luke. This one.
Are you going to the gym every day? No, you're not. Are you sleeping well? No, you're not. Are you eating organic, clean food? Healthy? No, you're not. I see eye bags under your eyes. Bro, look at me. Look at me. First of all, delete all social media apps. Why? Because it's a distraction right now. Until you know what.
These aren't even the most fantastic edits, but they perform because the content was good. It was funny. It was hilarious in my opinion. But it was his content, so nothing to do with me. Let me see what else. There's some few funny ones in here. The Johnny Walker ones, unfortunately, they made me delete them because they claimed I was trying to bring a negative impact to the brand. I was actually one of the first few guys that pushed that Johnny Walker meme to the masses, because when I joined Luke Belmar's affiliate program, no one was using it. I was like, bro, this is golden content. Let me just fucking promote this. And it got super viral, and that led to others copying me. I mean, not copying me, but like copying that same exact edit and it blowing up. Shortly after that, they made us delete all of those videos because we were supposedly trying to bring a negative impact to the brand. Yeah, I'm not gonna go further into that one, but could you say that I caused that meme to blow up? You could say that. I was one of the biggest accounts. I was getting the most views. You could say I was responsible for that. I'll take the blame.
I like mushrooms. Have you ever done mushrooms?
No.
Okay.
Look, this was at the time Luke's most viewed video at like 6.2 million views. Of course, this is a bit funny and you might say it brings a negative impact to the brand, but it's still content that he himself has spoken. I didn't force him to say those words, so I don't see why I get the blame for bringing a negative impact to the brand. Anyway, that was actually the reason that I got banned from Luke Belmar's affiliate program, because I have 3 warnings. Because yeah, like I said, they claimed I wasn't a positive impact to the brand, and they just kicked me out. I'm not saying that I was #1 in views every single month, but for quite a good amount of months, I was in the top. You could say that, yeah. Also cashed in about 10,000 in affiliate sales. So that Johnny Walker meme blowing up actually helped Capital Club sales, I'd say. Anyway, wait, what else? Oh yeah, I was getting paid for the views that I generated, but this wasn't like any significant amount. This was between 1 to 2K every single month. The CPM was incredibly low. It was capped at $1,000 at 5 million views. And then everything after that was, I think, a 20-cent CPM. Oh yeah, this was the best day in terms of sales for Luke Belmar. This was the day he launched Capital Club for the second time. I made 3.5K in a single day. Yeah, which is kind of insane, I guess. Alright, what else? Yeah, this was just, yeah. If people want to get views for controversy, that was unfit for Abbas's program. This was one of the admins inside. I guess they hated me for some reason. I don't know why they hated me, but they never liked me. None of the admins did, and that's also the reason why they never allowed me to be an admin like them, even though I was getting better results than them every single month. Cool with that, bro. I was cool with that. I was just making my money and minding my business, and they kicked me out, which then led me to enter to the final boss, Iman Gadzhi. I've generated over 100 million views for Iman Gadzhi without being paid a single penny for those views. Ditch Launchpad was the page, but now I've rebranded it to my own brand, which you can see right here. Let me just show you some of the videos.
98% of the work is dull, it's boring, it's monotonous. You will be bored, you will want to reach for your phone and start scrolling through social media. But if you learn how to ignore those temptations, you will soon find beauty in the work. You will find enjoyment in just getting 0.1% better every single day.
And if you don't know where to get started, go ahead and comment Launchpad and I'll show you the first step.
I've put a ton of effort in all these videos that I've made and generated so many views. Like every single video is a banger, and none of these are like archives of stuff. Like every single one was a banger.
When a woman cheats on a man, whether that be physically or emotionally.
Wait, let me search for my favorite video real quick.
Pick up a girl and do not be afraid to fail, because failure is not the end. Failure is merely a stepping stone on the path to success, so just embrace it as a valuable teacher and let it fuel your determination to try again and again and again.
So fire. I will never understand why his team didn't want to hire me, but yeah. It doesn't matter after all. So the only way I was monetizing this Iman page was through selling his course Digital Launchpad, but honestly the conversion rate for that course was horrible. It was horrible. I'm not trying to slander anyone's name, but it was horrible. So what I did is I changed the funnel and I made people join my own Telegram, and that's why I built a community of 20,000 people, funneling people from these type of videos into that Telegram and just giving them value every single day. I didn't even sell them anything at all. I think I tried selling them Digital Launchpad 1 to 2 times, but it literally didn't work. I wasn't even believing anything that I was selling, because that's the biggest thing. If you don't believe in whatever you're selling or trying to sell, how are you going to sell it, you know? So I decided to just give them value, write to them some motivational texts until I figured out what I was going to do in the future, and now I have it figured out. So yeah, my biggest mistakes were obviously editing and not getting paid for the views. This was the case for Andrew Tate and Iman Gadzhi. Both did not pay for views. They didn't have a CPM deal attached to their affiliate offer. It was just get paid on the sales that you make, which made it a bit harder to make it a stable income. So now I have it figured out. After going through all of this for the past 2 years, so many mistakes that I've made, so much money that I've missed out on, this is when I realized I just can't be another editor or another affiliate marketer any longer, because this is not getting me a guaranteed income every single month. Some months I was making good money, some months I was hitting over 10,000, other months I was making 1,000 to 2,000. For Iman I was making like what? 300, 500, I think it totaled to about 2,000 in recurring income, but I dropped drastically because the cancel rate was huge. I think I'm making like $30 from that right now in recurring commission. I guess it's lunch money, but yeah. I do still work with some short form clients who pay me a retainer, which is quite nice, I guess, but it doesn't give any room to scale. It doesn't give any room to scale, and it doesn't, in my opinion, give me the space to be as creative as I want to be. So that is why I've built my own community called Shortcuts. As you can see, the branding on that Instagram page, use Shortcuts. Shortcuts is the name of my editing community that I have built out on Warp. So Shortcuts is essentially my community full of editors where I teach all of them, beginner, advanced, doesn't matter, how to make money with clipping the fastest possible way. If you are not familiar with Whop, Whop is basically a hotspot to find clipping deals. Any personal brand, business can start a campaign here and pay you money to clip for them. This is what I wish I had 2 years ago, and this is what I want to make available for anyone looking to make their first few $1,000 online clipping content. Clipping is basically the easiest and lowest barrier to entry of any online skill. You can basically practice it a week and get started making some money. There's no other skill that guarantees that, but this one does. You do not need fancy equipment. Like I said, I started with my phone, made my first $10,000 something on my phone editing on CapCut. It's basically as simple as that. So why is clipping now the best opportunity? Like I said again, the lowest barrier to entry, it pays well, and you can build a skill for the future. Short form content is only going to grow. Businesses, brands, they're going to need content, and that content needs to be distributed. Every creator needs it. Like I said, the quality of editors right now on Whop that are taking advantage of all of these clipping deals are terrible. This guy pays $1 per 1,000 views. If you get a video with 1 million views, you get $1,000. There's 19,000 people in this server that are making thousands every single month. Trust me, they're not good. Of course, you need a roadmap. You need a clear road of where you need to go. And whenever you face roadblocks, you need to know what to do. And that is basically why I created shortcuts. I don't want a community full of people just hungry to make a quick buck, to make some money and then bounce. No, I want people who take editing very seriously, because I've given all of my knowledge, all of my assets, literally. Wait, I had one guy even review, in my reviews say that my music libraries are very stacked, because indeed I have 4 separate channels filled with music. Like, that music library alone is worth fucking $5 a month. Basically what I'm trying to say, if you're an editor, if you want to learn editing, Shortcuts is the place to be. This is my community. This is where you'll learn how to become an editor and actually get paid. And so quickly, before I end this yap session, the hottest deal right now on Whop that pays you $5 per 1,000 views. ClickFunnels. Yes, ClickFunnels. That immediately ties into the first CPM deal that Shortcuts has offered its members. Any member of my community gets early access to campaigns like these, where you can get paid up to $5 per 1,000 views, and many more opportunities like these are to come in the future. Like I said, again, I don't just want everyone inside. I need serious people that take this extremely seriously and want to make it a long term and want to learn a long-term skill. These are some of the reviews. This is something I had a few times, people asking me why I do this for free. I know some people charge 20, 30, 40, 50 a month for an editing course, for a marketing course, for any courses like these. But I've basically broken down every single thing that I know from a basic perspective. I was like, okay, this is everything someone would need to start making some money with clipping. And this was extreme basic information for me, but for most people in here, it's super valuable stuff. So like I said, this is not my ceiling. I am still expanding the group, still expanding the resources, and my goal is to make this the best editing community on Whop itself. So if you want to make money online with clipping, you want to learn editing, want anything to do with it, I'll put the link in the bio, and yeah, I'll end this yap session right here, and yeah, see you guys in the next one.